Hey, we're back.
Hey!
Okay, now back to Transformers. So, I mean, I can kind of see why people wouldn't watch it because of that. However, honestly, for what it's worth, CG kind of holds up a lot better than I thought it would. It's kind of, the animation's kind of stiff.
Have you seen
I watched the entire
the
series.
first episode with those
I've watched the
cheetahs?
entire series
Recently.
Yes. I watched it like 3 months ago.
Like, don't get me wrong, I love Beast Wars. Beast Wars is great. And
Well, once you get past like the first season CGI and they move into the Transmetals, that's when it actually gets better.
yeah, but a lot of people won't give it a chance and get past that
To be
because they
honest,
think it's ugly.
I adore that series a lot.
Oh, it's so good. The writing is amazing, and they found a great way to integrate it with the lore of the...
There we go.
Hey!
Hey, you were saying?
They found a great way to integrate it with like the lore of the first generation, so that it was a sequel. It was great.
It was...
The three must-see Transformers shows are the first cartoon, because that's the one that set everything. Also, it's still really entertaining.
Yeah.
Also, Optimus Prime plays basketball at one point.
And also, it's the world's greatest drinking game called Spot That Animation Fuck Up. You will die before that episode is done.
So there's the original, there's Beast Wars, and now Prime. And Prime is amazing.
Prime is
amazeballs.
Prime is it's probably one of the best series I've ever
It's
seen.
legitimately like a war story.
Hearing this.
Oh, wait.
The man on your radio? This 919 person? Mission Control say that 7 years ago, they had a space shuttle malfunction and fall out of orbit. The shuttle's name was 919. They lost contact.
Of course you did.
It drifted out into deep space,
Oh.
and everyone assumed the astronaut on board was dead. It's possible that his suit kept him alive. There's a photosynthetic layer, just like yours, that converts light into proteins and oxygen. But they didn't think it could last that long. The astronaut's name was Jonathan Burns. And if he is Jonathan Burns, he's been alone in the dark for a very, very long time. He'll be confused. He may not know where he is or who he is. Here we go. I'm orbiting out of range. I'm warning you. Deep space and isolation destroy the mind. Don't listen to that voice.
Who's telling the truth? Well, I'll say this much: we're not really in deep space. We're in a cube.
That's supposed to be in deep space. They're saying if he drifted off because the shuttle went missing, he probably lost his mind. Which would make sense, you know.
I mean, who wouldn't lose their mind in deep space?
Did you guys ever hear about those experiments they did like back in the 60s where they attempted to they took several people and gave them complete sensory deprivation?
Uh-huh.
And how it was supposed to last a couple days, and it lasted like less than a day because people were hallucinating. They were blinded, they were silenced, put in a room with no visual stimuli, no sound, no smell, no anything. I mean, I guess they could have licked something for taste stimuli. But what they ended up doing is people started having vivid, crazy hallucinations. Like they saw fucking UFOs that flew by and heard all kinds of sounds and shit. Like they were going crazy. And it was less than a day. Like people need social interaction and stimuli or they'll lose their fucking minds. It was interesting to hear about and read.
Well, there was a similar experiment. I forget it was either Apple or Sony or somebody, but I forget one of those companies actually.
Google.
No, it was
It's always Google.
It was they actually they created a room that is so airtight, soundproof that just standing in there.
You can hear your own pulse and you can hear the blood flowing through your veins. And everything.
You literally cannot hear anything in that room except your body moving, and it actually throws people off so bad that people actually pass out.
Yeah, no, because it's It's the most soundproof room in the entire world. So, like, after a certain amount of time of being in there, you start to actually hear, like, the blood flowing through your veins and the movement of your muscles and shit. And it's fucking creepy and drives people crazy, and it's, My friend wanted to, when I told my friend about that, he was like, dude, I want to do it.
Of course.
Like the longest someone has been said the last in there was like 40 minutes.
Yeah, he's like, dude, I want to do it. I want to make it past 40. I was like, are you fucking out of your mind?
Well, I'm already out of my mind, so I might be able to do it.
No. No, no. No, no. Not quite.
We'll be back.
Again?
Okay, we're back.
And we're back. Fun times. At Ridgemont High. I've never seen that movie, actually. Wonder if it's any good.
So,
Here's Q.U.B.E.
Here's something I wouldn't mind actually. Wow, my brain farted so hard right there. Okay, so everyone in this room remembers Boy Meets World, right?
Of course.
Nope.
Oh yeah, that's right. Fuzz didn't watch it because he's a soulless monster.
My parents didn't have cable.
It was on Channel 7, dude.
Yeah.
Also, I didn't like live action stuff when I was a kid.
Neither did I, and I watched it.
Yeah, it was the same thing with me.
What's wrong with you?
So
A lot of things, but I don't want to get into that.
yeah, we've
You're a
come to learn
sociopath, we've
this.
noticed.
So basically, Disney decided to go take up the rights for that, assembled the entire original team that wrote everything in the episode, all the cast.
And made the sequel series.
Yeah, Girl Meets World. Now, the best part about that series is that not only A, does it feel like a show that came out of the 90s, but B, there's actually emotional impacts in the show that you can actually follow an actual storyline going on, which we haven't seen in fucking years.
Wait, there's actually, like, moral lessons and emotional impact in a sitcom?
Yes. Consistently. It feels like an actual 90s show where they actually held those in high regard and actually try to tell a story with that.
Instead of just being one episode joke fest?
Yes.
Okay.
That's one of the best parts about the series.
I need to try and watch it sometime. Like, I only saw the first episode.
No, me and Anthony actually marathoned the entire thing up until, like, the most recent episode when I went over to his house. And I was on the floor in stitches because of how good the writing was. Now, one of the funniest Easter eggs, if you remember the old show, when you see the school is set up exactly the same way the one in Boy Meets World was set up on. It is the exact same hallway, and everything looks identical.
I think I remember seeing that.
Because
it was really a lot like the,
like, there is, like, the original school was called John Adams.
Now what, Fuzz?
The original school was called John... Whoa. See, the original school was called John Adams, like, middle school. And now in this...
Hey! He did it!
Now in this one,
it's
John Quincy Adams in New York City.
Clever.
And, no, honestly, the best character on that show is Farkle. Farkle is the best.
Guess I'll have to watch Boy Meets World now.
Yes. Please. You will love it.
Boy Meets World was one of the greatest times in TV history.
You guys watch Fresh Prince of Bel-Air at least, right?
Yes.
I didn't.
You did not?
I've never...
Okay, now you have a show that you need to watch.
Yeah, I'm gonna...
I've been meaning to. Only
that one's good.
You don't understand the awesomeness that is Uncle Phil.
Whoa.
I think you need to break shit.
Like, no, I understand, like, Uncle Phil, he's the reason I want to watch the show.
Like, that entire...
Also, early Will Smith.
Yeah, because, I mean, there are a couple of key shows that everyone has to watch at some point, and that is Friends, Family Matters, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and Boy Meets World.
I don't know, some people would say Full House is one.
You can, I mean, Sabrina the Teenage Witch is also one I would put in high regard.
I remember that.
Yeah, that was... I love Salem. Salem was probably
Salem was great.
Salem was amazing.
I still see gifs of him show up on Tumblr.
Yes.
I'm just like, oh, Salem. You silly cat. Oh, man.
It's not yarn, it's twine. Now give it to me.
Who voiced him?
I forget, but he was hysterical.
Oh, his voice, his delivery was perfect. I loved him so much.
I love that cat to death.
Oh, it was so funny.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh.
Did you figure something out?
I think so.
What did you do?
Oh.
Yo, speaking of Will Smith for a minute.
Yo, speaking of Will Smith.
Yo, real talk for a minute. Serious issues. Will Smith.
Will Smith, who will appear on the next episode.
Again? Really?
Yes.
Time just keeps fucking flying. Or that or Fuzz is taking forever. How is anyone still watching this?
I don't know.
They like our voices.
Maybe.
Hello. Please come back. Otherwise, this is for nothing.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See ya.
He's out? You okay?
Yes, I did. It was so easy. Hesitating, barely audible question. However, I recognize the owner of that dainty voice instantly. I feel my heart skip a beat. It's a voice I've listened to hundreds of times, but never as more than an eavesdropper to a conversation.